Hello YouTubers, how's everybody doing today? In today's YouTube video, we're going to be doing a review on the Samsung Galaxy Young 2. So without any further ado, let's take a look around the phone. On the front, on the top, we got Samsung. We got our earpiece above the word Samsung. Then on the right here, on the top, we got Duos. On the bottom of the front of the phone, we got our home button. We got our recent apps button. We got our back button. On the left side of the phone, we got our volume rocker up and down. Right there. Let's see if I can focus so you can guys see. There we go. So here's the volume rocker up and down. On the right side, we got our power button, or you could call it a sleep wake button right here. On the top, we got our headphone jack. On the back, we got our camera, our speaker grill, Samsung. And now the reason why it doesn't say Samsung Galaxy is that it doesn't say Galaxy Young 2 because this is the unlocked international version, which means what that means is you can put any SIM card. You could put Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, any type of carrier YouTubers. So let's insert the battery here. Also, we have our thumb tab here to remove the back panel right there. Let's see if you guys focus so you can kind of see. There we go. Here's the thumb tab where you pop off the back panel. So all you do is you use your finger right here and then just pop the back off like this. So let's insert the battery here. Here we got our SIM card slot and our SD card slot, and we got some information about the phone, I believe, right here. Here we got our little battery points down here. I don't know what you call it, but here's the battery. Here's for the Galaxy Young 2. Here's the front. Here's the back. So let's just insert our battery here. Pop it in like this. There we go. Then pop the back cover back on. Another thing that you may notice that is missing is our LED notification light, which is usually on the left. So another thing YouTubers, another thing that you may notice that is also missing is our LED notification light, which you would find on most Samsung phones. And when you power on the phone, it would mostly turn on once you boot up the device, YouTubers, on most Samsung phones. And the LED notification light would be like on the very left of the phone, YouTubers. And also, one thing you may know that is also missing is the flashlight on the phone, YouTubers, because most Samsung phones have those. So, let's boot this phone up. Just hold the power button. Alright, YouTubers, let's take a look at the lock screen. So on the lock screen, YouTubers, what it will show you is what the day of the week it is, what the month of the year it is, and what day of the month it is. So, for example, it says August 7th, Saturday, and it shows what time it is right there. If you look, oops, and it says 6:14 p.m. Oh, now 6:15 p.m. and it shows you what time it is. Also, we got this like water sound effect on the lock screen, YouTubers, and it makes like these water sound effect, nature sound effect, YouTubers. What it means, no service, what they mean by that, no service, what that means is that there's no SIM card installed on the phone. If we compare this to the Galaxy Young, my previous video I made of the Galaxy Young, the difference that you may notice is that on the Galaxy Young, there's not like this water sound effect. All you do is you just swipe it. All it has is that little water sound effect when you unlock it on the Galaxy Young. Whoops. But on the Galaxy Young 2, you can actually make some sound effects on the lock screen. And also, what else that is missing that no longer is on the Galaxy Young 2 is you don't have like those application shortcuts on the lock screen where you can like unlock the phone on the lock screen, just go to any random app. Except for the camera app, what you may notice that the only shortcut you can go through is the camera app, and how to take a shortcut and open the camera app is just swipe on the camera app, and then it'll open the camera app by swiping it on the lock screen. It'll take you straight to the camera app. Also, what you may know is that is missing is that this phone actually does not have a front-facing camera, just like the Galaxy Young. It only has the back camera. There's no front-facing camera. YouTubers, like most Samsung phones. Let's go to the camera app, YouTubers, and show you guys how the camera app works. You can take a picture by pressing this camera button right here. And then when you hear that sound, that means you took a photo. And how to take a video, you press this button right here. And you hear that little beep sound, that means the recording is, that means that you have started recording, excuse me, that you started recording the video. This line, these two lines, YouTubers, if you press that, that means the video has paused. And over here, this shows you exactly how long the video has been recording. If this circle is red with a little circle in the middle of this circle, if you see a little red circle inside the big circle, that means your video is paused. And how to remain recording the video, just press the big circle with the little red circle, and that means if you see the capital RC, the REC, capital REC, that means the video is remained recording. How to stop recording the video is press the square button next to these two lines here on the right, and then when you hear that beep sound and you stop recording, that means you have stopped recording. Also, how to watch your video is just tap this square up here on the top left corner of your screen, and then you can watch your video like this by pressing this circle with the triangle. Then you can you have two choices here. You can complete action using with photos. You can complete action using photos just once, or you could complete action using photos always, or you could do complete action using video player just once, or last but not least, you could complete action using video player always. So we're gonna go for always. Now here we got clear default app settings by going to settings, application manager, all. Okay.
Sound that means the recording is.
How to pause the recording is press these two lines right here in between this left button, like by the previous video button and the next video button right here. How to continue playing is just press the white circle in between these two, the left triangle and the right triangle, and then it will continue playing the video. Up here, what we got is the sound, which means you can that little sound button right here, you can make the sound the highest sound, the loudest you can make the sound is up to 15. And how to mute it is just use the volume rocker, and then it'll if you set the sound to 0, that means even though you're playing the video, you won't hear anything, but the volume is off. How to turn the sound back on, just press the volume rocker up, and then the sound will be back on. How to pause the video, just press this circle right here. And how to stop recording, just press this back button. And down here, this shows you all your photos and videos, YouTubers. If you see a circle with a triangle in, if you, like, here's the thing, um, if you see any of these little squares with a circle with a little triangle inside the circle, that means that the video. If some of these squares don't have a triangle in them, that means it's just a picture or photo. How to take a look at a photo is just press any random photo. You can zoom in by pinching your fingers out. How to zoom back out, just pinch your fingers in, and then they'll zoom out the photo. What you could do is you could delete a photo by pressing this trash can button right here between the share button and these three dots. And then it'll say delete. One item will be deleted. Or you could hit cancel or OK. We'll hit OK. Then you can hit the cancel button if you don't want to delete something. How to get back to the camera setting, back to the camera, just hit this back button and it'll take you back to your camera. You can also record horizontally like this. And also what you could do is you can pause by pressing this button right here. If it's red, that means the recording is paused. How to continue recording, just press the circle button underneath the done recording button where the red circle is, then the video will continue recording. We see the capital RCK, that means, the REC, the capital REC, that means the video is continue recording. Again, how to stop the video recording, just press the square right here, and that means the recording is completely finished. Also, you got your settings for your phone. You got your, again, the one thing that may be missing is that you don't have your front-facing camera because the phone doesn't have like a front-facing camera. It also, the Galaxy Young, Samsung Galaxy Young does not have a front-facing camera, just like the Galaxy Young 2, which we'll get to a little bit later in the video. So again, you don't have the flashlight, because there's no flashlight on the back, and there's no front-facing camera as well. Also, one thing I want to let you know is I'm not actually going to be able to get through all the apps on the phone because my camera doesn't have that much storage as well. Let's go back to the home screen. We could also use Google by pressing this microphone button. You could ask Google like any question, like, what's the weather like today? Oops, let's try it again. What's the weather like today? So this is just like an example, YouTubers, how to use Google. It says 84 degrees Fahrenheit, Saturday, 7:36 p.m. sunny. You could also ask Google, what's the low for the weather today? It says high of 89 degrees and a low of 74 Fahrenheit degrees. That's just like an example, YouTubers, how you can use Google. You can look at the news and stuff like that. You can scroll down and up. You can also look at some videos and maps and stuff like that, YouTubers. But the reason why I'm not doing the whole thing is because I'm not going to be able to film the whole thing because my camera doesn't have that much storage. Also, how to make a folder is just how to make a folder is you could hold the home screen. What you could do is you could hold any application and then move it to the create folder on the left top corner of your screen. Then move any application and put it into the create folder. Then what you could do is you can enter a folder name, like you could put games. Oops. And this is how you can like make a folder. Then you hit done. And then you can add and get rid of some apps in your folder. If you look, YouTubers, how to open your folder, YouTubers, is just press the folder and it'll show you what applications are in your folder. How to get rid of an app, to remove it from the folder, just hold the application and then move it anywhere on the home screen. Also, how to know if there is no if you see that there's nothing, if you see there's no application in the if there's no application in the folder, all it's just going to show you is the name of the folder, YouTubers. How to get rid of a folder is just hold the folder and then move it to the remove, or you could call it the trash can. Um, Alright, YouTubers, how to know where your apps are located? Just press this square with the little squares in groups of 4, and that'll take you straight to your apps. Once you see out of these 3 dots, if one of the squares are white, that means you're either on the first screen, second screen, or third screen as well. As again, I'm not going to be able to review all the apps, is because my camera doesn't have as much storage as for me to record all the apps and review them. Because also the thing is that I don't know actually as much about these Samsung app YouTubers as well. That's why I'm also not able to record all the apps in the video I'm reviewing right now of the Galaxy Young 2. Also, we could do the calculator app. So a calculator is used to find the result of something. Like we could do, like, for example, 2 you could do 2 plus 2. And how to find the result, YouTubers, what the answer is to any problem, is just press the equal square at the very bottom right corner. You press your bottom right. If you go to just press this button on the bottom right corner of your screen, and then hit the equal button, and then whatever is in the color green, if the equal sign and the number is green, that is the result. See, like, for example, the fact 2 plus 2 equals 4. How to get rid of all the numbers, just press the X, and then it'll delete everything. So yeah, that's how the calculator works. You can add, subtract, multiply. You can do like adding, subtracting, multiplication, division, or fractions, or square roots, I believe, in the calculator app. Also, what we got is we got the S Planner app, I believe. Where's the S Planner app? There it is. The S Planner is the same exact app as a calendar. And if you see if one of the squares are blue, that means that shows you what the date is on your month of the year, and it'll show you what day it is. Like, it's saying it's August 7th, 2021, and it's Saturday. SAT is short for Saturday. See, that's the calendar. You can also add things by pressing this plus button right here. So it says new event, local calendar cannot sync with Google Calendar. You need a Google account. So what you could do is you could go to the add account screen, or you could do not show again. We'll just hit done, because I don't have any Google accounts, and plus I do not know how to use a Google account, by the way. You can scroll left to go to the previous month, the year, scroll right to the month that haven't passed by yet of the year. Also what we got our phone app. Now, there are 2 ways you can call someone. There's 2 ways you can call someone. One, you can go to the contacts app and dial their phone number, or you could just dial their phone number by using the keypad and just call their phone number. But I can't do that today, YouTubers, because my Galaxy Young 2 does not have any phone numbers, unfortunately, which I do apologize. You can also search for someone's name, like you could put my name, but you cannot search for your own you cannot search your own name. You cannot just search your own um uh uh contact name, and obviously no results found if you're searching for your own contact. Also, what we got the clock app. Now this is a little different, YouTubers. The one thing I want to let you know they removed was the desk clock app, which I did not show you guys. If we put this down for a minute, we go to my Galaxy Young and we go to the clock app. I also forgot to show you guys there is a desk clock app, and it looks like this. But the different thing is that there are 5 different uh choices. You can go to the alarm, your world clock, stopwatch, timer, or desk clock. But on the Galaxy Young 2, you only have your alarm, world clock, stopwatch, and timer. There's no world clock. And we're gonna start off with our alarm. So how you can set your alarm is you could just press the any alarm or add a new alarm. Then what you could do is you could set the time of what time you want to set your alarm for. Like you could do it like this. Also, here's the thing. There's also this thing called a smart alarm. Here's the thing. Here's how a smart alarm works. Smart alarm. If you set smart alarm, the sound will start quietly in a few minutes early and slowly increase in volume. And you can also hit do not show again, but we're not gonna touch that. Now, this is a little different, YouTubers. You actually, on the Galaxy Young 2, on the smart alarm, you actually can pick a choice of how long you want the smart alarm to play. You can let it play for 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes, or you could say a half hour. And again, you also have the same sound tones you can pick. You got Fairy Fountain, Birdsong by the Lake, Sparkling Mist, The Secret Forest, or Serenity. And if one of these circles has a green circle, that means that's the tone you have selected, YouTubers. We're gonna go for Birdsong by the Lake, and then I'll show you how it works. So if it says alarm set for 2 minutes from now, the smart alarm will play in about 2 minutes. So if we go to world clock, you can add a country, state, or city. Like you can put Alaska, and then you can look and you can edit your city, or you could also get rid of a city and delete one by holding it down. Then hit the trash can on your top right corner of your screen and see how I got rid of one of the countries, states, or cities. See, now it's gone. Also, we got our stopwatch here on the very right. This is how many milliseconds it's been. This third one is how many seconds it has been, and this one shows how many. So this shows how many milliseconds there are, how many seconds it's been, how many minutes it's been, and how many hours. The hours is on the very first, the minutes on the second, the seconds are on the third. Alright, here's the smart alarm. So what you'll see is that the smart alarm will start quietly, and then the sound will increase after a while. And what it says right there is 6:45 p.m., which is the main alarm. So what eventually happens is that the smart alarm will play first, and then once the smart alarm has been done playing, if you don't, for example, if you do not select turn off the smart alarm, you don't select turn off the if you don't select the X or the snooze button for, like, if you don't select it for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes, or you could say a half hour, what's going to happen is it's just going to go straight to the main alarm, YouTubers. Also, what will happen if you don't select the if you don't off the alarm or snooze your main alarm, YouTubers, what's going to happen if you don't do that if you don't select a choice of turning off your alarm or snoozing your main alarm, eventually what's going to happen is that the alarm will snooze automatically on its own, YouTubers. What you can also do is you can also turn your smart alarm horizontally like this. Also, what will happen is that the screen will get brighter once the smart alarm tone gets louder as well. Another thing you may notice is that the alarm clock, there's no blue alarm clock because this is I don't know what Android version this is running on, YouTubers, which I'll get to in a little bit in the video. How to turn off the smart alarm, just you can swipe the X. How to so how to here's the main alarm, YouTubers. Over here we got a stopwatch. What you could do is you could pause it, and then it'll show you how long the stopwatch has been running and where you paused it. And if you hit press the restart button, that will remain the stopwatch running. How to put a lap, just press the lap button, the gray button on the right bottom of your screen. It'll show you how many minutes, hours. It'll show you how many minutes, seconds, and hours since you lapped the stopwatch. How to stop the stopwatch is press the stop button. How to reset the stopwatch is just press the reset button on the bottom right corner of your screen, and that'll reset the milliseconds, seconds, minutes, and hours of your stopwatch, YouTubers. And we're gonna I'll show you what the main alarm's like. So eventually, what you can do is you can turn off your alarm by swiping the X, or you could snooze the alarm by pressing the yellow circle right there. You can turn it horizontally like this. Another thing is, if you do not select the alarm button, the red X, or you don't snooze the alarm after 1 minute, what it will do is it will automatically snooze the alarm, and then it'll start going off after a couple of minutes later on. See, if you see any of your alarms, if it has a yellow alarm clock and has two little Z's, that means the alarm will be snoozed. How to turn off your alarm, just press it 2 times if it's snoozed. And if the alarm clock is gray, that means the alarm is off. And you can let the alarm play again. If you snooze your alarm, you can let it wake you up after 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 30 minutes. Or you could say a half hour, and you can let the alarm repeat 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, or 10 times. Right now I have it set on 3 times. We'll save that. You can also give your alarm a name, but we're just not going to put a name for now. And it'll show you how long until the next alarm will go off. You can turn it off by pressing the green alarm clock, and that will turn off the alarm clock. So now, how to set a timer is you can set any amount of seconds, minutes, or hours. The longest you can set your timer for is 99 hours and 59 minutes and 59 seconds, YouTubers. Here's what the timer is like. So right there, YouTubers, it's showing you how many seconds the timer has been playing. If you didn't select this X button right here, YouTubers. Again, timers on your Galaxy Young 2 won't have any snooze button. That's only with alarms. And what it says right there is time is up because the timer is finished being set. How to stop the timer, just select and then swipe it, and then the timer will be completely finished. So that is the clock app. Um, Also, we got more apps over here. We got your files, radio. Here we got the radio app. What you could do is earphones. Not, yeah, YouTubers. One thing I do apologize about is that I'm not actually going to be able to show you what the radio is like. For that, you're gonna need some headphones, YouTubers. Um, if I had headphones or earpods or something like that, you can connect it to your headphone jack right here on the top, like I showed you in the very beginning of this video. I could show you guys what it's like if I will make a video, a review of the radio app. If you do guys want me to do a review on the radio app, please let me know in the comment section below about this video, okay? We're also gonna test some game out YouTubers. That's gonna be Talking Ginger 2 from Outfit 7. Excuse me. Let's test out Talking Ginger 2 from Outfit 7. Just let the game load. Another thing I want to let you know, YouTubers, is that they no longer make these kind of phones. This is the X. So again, YouTubers, this is actually I'm not actually reviewing the app, YouTubers. What I'm just doing is I'm just testing out to see how well the downloaded applications work, to see if the downloaded applications work on the phone, the Galaxy Young. If the downloaded application works well on the Galaxy Young 2, and we'll see if it doesn't work the correct way. If it doesn't work, okay, that's right. Let's see. We could hold the power party horn. We got a little mini candle game here. It's a little hard, YouTubers, to get the. Oops. Okay. Here we also got some puzzles you can do. Also, let's move on to some more apps on the phone. We got our Play Store app. A Play Store is so similar to an Apple, called the App Store, YouTubers. It's very similar to the App Store, YouTubers, but the App Store, YouTubers, is actually the type of store where you can download downloaded applications. For Apple, they call it it's called an App Store for Apple devices, but for Samsung devices, they call it it's called a Play Store, YouTubers. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong or right. So what you could do is you can download some applications here. What else you could do is you could let's see, what else can you do on the Galaxy Young 2? That's a good question, YouTubers. You can also the Play Music app, but I don't know much about how the Play Music app works. If you do guys know, please let me know in the comment section below. So it says select an account. To use Google Play Music on this device, sign in or add a new account to get started. So let's just hit skip. Oh, we're to skip all that. Now listen now. Welcome to Listen Now. Listen Now has music personalized just for you based on what you listen to. We got that. We can listen to, like, we can shuffle all. Let's play. One thing you may know is that you can also go back to the home screen and listen to the music play as you're browsing around on the home screen, YouTubers. Let's pause that. Also, how to use the recent app button is that if you press this button, there are actually two ways you can check what your recent apps button. You can check what apps you have open. The first way you could do it is you could hold the home screen button. Hold on, guys, that's not right. Hold on. There's two ways you can check the apps that you have open. You can hold the home screen button. Actually, sorry guys, that was a mistake. So how to check your recent apps button, the apps that are open, just tap the recent app button right on the bottom left corner of your screen. And then this will show you all the apps that you have opened. How to close an app is just swipe with your finger to the right and that'll close the app out. How to close the app on a shortcut ways, you could just hit the X button, that'll close all the apps at the same. That's a shortcut way towards how to close your app out. That's like the shortcut way. What you could do is you could hit this X button right here, and that'll just close all the apps out at the same time, YouTubers. And if there are no apps, recent apps open, it'll say no recent apps. And if this is if the closing all the app button is already black and darkened like that, that means you cannot close any apps out because you haven't opened any recent apps. Over here we got the active applications. If you guys know what this is about, please let me know. We can also go to our memo app. You can add a new you can enter a title. What you could do is you could insert you could take a picture or add an image. You can add an image by complete action using your Dropbox, gallery, or photos. We're gonna now you can select gallery always, just once, or you can select Dropbox always or just once, or select photos always or just once. We're gonna go for gallery always. Clear defaults. Clear default app settings by going to settings, application manager also. Okay. So what you could do is you could select. So actually now how to delete a photo on your or actually we'll cancel that, YouTubers. Let's just forget whatever I said. You could take a picture like this, and you can insert something like this. Then you can discard, which means you can get that. Discard means you don't want. How do you explain, YouTubers? Discard means you don't want to put the photo into your S memo. If you hit save, that will save it onto your note, and then you can also type in like anything like this. Then you could hit save button on the top right corner of your screen, the Galaxy Young. Then it will show you all your notes that you have, and it will also show the date and what time you have put your notes on your S memo app. Also we got our voice recorder app, which means you can record videos. How to record is so how to get rid of any recording is just hit the X button right here, and it will say cancel. Recording will be canceled and file will not be saved. You can either press cancel or OK. We're gonna hit OK. So how to start recording? You just press this white circle with the little red circle, and then once you see the circle is blue with a little white, if you see how to really know if the voice recorder is recording is if the circle is blue and it has a little white square, that means the recording is already that means the voice recorder is recording. How to pause your recording, your voice recording. It's similar to like the camera app which I showed you earlier in this video. If you pause the voice recording, just press this third circle here on the very right by your back button. If you press these two lines, and it how if you know if it's paused, is that the first way you know that it's not recording is that you don't see that the numbers are going up, and it's the if these numbers are moving up and down. If you see this thing where it shows how long your recording has been playing or filming, if it's not, the number isn't changing every 1 second, that means if the number doesn't change every 1 second, that means the recording is paused. And how to continue recording is just press the circle with the little red circle in it, and then once these two white lines are back in the third circle, that means the voice recorder is recording. And how to stop recording, just press the middle circle with the little white square. Then it says voice recording 5 has been saved, and you can also listen. Also, you can go to the home screen and you can listen to your voice recording on play at the same time as you browse around on the home screen. How to pause your recording, just press this square right here, and then that'll be paused. Also, again, you can look over here. We got our some settings here, YouTubers. Also, again, I'm not going to be able to actually get all the. I cannot review all the apps, YouTubers, because I'm not going to be able to review all the apps because my camera doesn't have enough storage, YouTubers. Also, we got our Maps app, which is kind of a little bit of like a GPS, I believe. Just correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. It says tap or swipe settings, satellite, imagery, and more. Okay? And this shows us where we are right now. This little blue thing, we tap it. It says, hold on. We press it. Yorktown apartment. Has 97 reviews, and I'll show you how long till you arrive there, and I'll show you how to get there. YouTubers, you can also search for a place. And it says, tired of typing? Sign in to get suggestions from your search history and Google contacts. And you can sign in, but I don't currently have a current Google account because I don't know how to use those. You can look any about like gas stations, restaurants, and other places like that, YouTubers. Also, I want to show you guys. Maybe you actually do have the. You also do have the Maps app on the Galaxy Young, but I haven't actually reviewed the app. I believe on the review of the Samsung Galaxy Young. If I did review the Maps app on the Samsung Galaxy Young on my previous video, please let me know in the comment section below if I did do a review on the Maps app on the Samsung Galaxy Young review. Okay. Also, we got our YouTube app, and you can watch the videos. It says Google Play YouTube. A new version of YouTube is available. Install it now from. And the blue rectangle square means you can install the new version of YouTube, but I don't know how to use that, so we're not going to watch any YouTube videos at the moment. You can also add some new widgets onto the home screen by holding in the home screen view. You can also change your wallpapers or your widgets. So how to add a widget is you could scroll out of these 5 screens. You got your Chrome. You got your Chrome. We got Chrome. Here are the widgets we have on the first screen. We got Chrome, our clock, digital, our contacts, directions, drive, Dropbox folder. That's on the first screen. On the second screen, we got our dual clock, digital. We got our dual SIM. Third, we got our email. Fourth, we got our Gmail. Fifth, we got our Google Play box. And last but not, Google Play books. My bad. Then last but not least, we got Google Play Music on the second screen. On the third screen, we got Google Play News something. Then we got Google Play Store. We got Google Search, Google Plus, Hangouts, and Memo on the third screen. The fourth screen, we got Messages, Mini today. Picture frame, radio, user manual, and video on the fourth screen. Last but not least, we got our weather and our YouTube videos on the fifth screen. Yeah, again, I'm not gonna be able to record all the apps because it's there's a lot of apps YouTubers, and I plus do not know how to use all the apps YouTubers. Okay, excuse me. We got some games here. Here's the games app. This week we recommend Speed Ninja, Pixel Jump, Black White, Sick, Challenge G, Rainbow Tile, Pixel Bridge Builder, 50 free games. And we got Pixel Bridge Builder one. We got also Ice Age Village, Little Big City, Real Football 2014 Cars, Hot Dull Racing, and some more games. YouTubers, you got FAQ, Cookie Policy, and Customer Care, which I'm not too sure about. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section below if you do know. If you guys know when the Samsung Galaxy Young 2 came out, please let me know in the comment section below when it came out. Also, I want to let you know, guys, that is again the Samsung Galaxy Young 2. What it has missing is the LED notification light, which is always on the left of your Samsung phones. And it usually turns on once your phone boots up. And also what it has missing again, what I said in the beginning of the video, is the flashlight, YouTubers. I think YouTubers, the max limit of home screens you can put on the phone, I believe, is 7, I believe. Yeah, YouTubers, one thing I want to let you know also is that I don't really do reviews on the newer type of phones that immediately just came out at the drop of a hat, YouTubers. How to reboot your device is just hold the power button on the very right, and then you can, how to restart the phone, just hit the restart button, and then you can hit the OK button, and the device will restart on its own automatically. Once the device reboots, you'll feel like a little vibration. Also, what I want to let you know is that I showed you guys earlier, when I was reviewing the Galaxy Young 2 right now, I showed you something called Over the Horizon. Okay. Just have to wait a little bit on the phone booting up. Now, how to power off the phone is just hold the power button, then hit the power up button right here, then it'll say power off device will now shut down, then hit the OK button, then your Galaxy Young 2 will power off. You'll feel that little vibration. How to power on your device, just hit the sleep wake button, or you call it the power button. Just wait for your phone to vibrate. So it says Samsung Galaxy Young 2 powered by Android. Again, that sound, YouTubers, that boot up sound was called Over the Horizon, YouTubers, I believe. You can also see those little stars coming out from the word Samsung. Also, I want to let you know, guys, that do you know, guys, YouTubers, how many Samsung Galaxy Youngs there are? Because one thing I know of is that there are 10 different Samsung Galaxy series phones. There's Galaxy S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S8, S9, and a Galaxy S10. I believe there's also an S20 that I know of. If you do know what kind of Samsung Galaxy series phones there are, please let me know in the comments section below. So, as again, I'm not going to be able to review all the apps because my camera doesn't have enough battery, YouTubers. But if you would like me to do a review on the radio app, please let me know in the comment section below. If you would like me to do a review on the radio app, YouTubers. Um as again, YouTubers, as again, there's a lot of apps, YouTubers. I can't really. Some of the apps, YouTubers on the phone, I don't know how to review. If you do know, guys, anything about the apps that I showed you guys, please let me know um, tell me things that you know about the apps, YouTubers that I don't know about. Also, I want to let you know, guys, that you cannot call anyone except only emergency calls only. If there's no SIM card in the phone, that means you can only call a 911 for emergencies. And that's not a joke. You can't just call 911 for any fun. That's only for emergencies, YouTubers. Um, so, one thing I want to let you know, guys, that the Galaxy Young doesn't have this recent apps button. Instead of uh pressing the recent apps button, you have to hold the home button on the Galaxy Young to close the recent apps, YouTubers, on the phone. On the Galaxy Young, but the Galaxy Young 2, you just press the recent apps button on the left bottom corner of your screen, and you just swipe it, and that'll close all the recent apps, YouTubers. So I hope you enjoyed this YouTube video of the review of the Samsung Galaxy Young 2. Please subscribe, rate, like, and dislike, comment below, be known, and fans always know it. Peace out.